Hey everybody, this is John and welcome to the free video. And what a crazy day, yet fun. So we started off, we had earnings on Google. You can see here on a daily chart, it popped up to new all-time highs. And then from there, pretty much sold off. Let's put this down to a 15-minute chart. Overnight, it actually got even higher, like $830. And then you can see it fell. So from an options perspective, what's a way you could play this? For us, we held some calls into earnings, which was good, and then we sold them for them, and then from there sold put credit spreads with the idea that we would go up. We did. That was great. And then after we popped up like this, we looked at the nice round number 800 and sold an iron fly. Okay, so what does that look like? So on something like that, what you're doing is you're selling the $20 call. Selling a $20 put and then buying protection on either side with the idea that it ultimately turns into profits, right? And after a big move like that, with something like Google, you're looking for kind of a quieting down of those options. And so you want to be on the selling side of it so that you actually benefit from that. So, if you've ever bought an option, at $5 and it goes to $1, that money is not disappearing. It's going into somebody else's account, and that's what we wanted to do with this strategy. And then on the other hand, Facebook here has had a crazy move, and after it had earnings, we wanted to look and see what opportunities were there to participate in potential additional upside. And so you can see here we had the pop up in earnings here. Okay, so we popped up in earnings here, and then traded sideways for a little bit. And once you trade sideways, what happens is that you build up energy for the next move. So in this case, we bought directional calls to hold and target up to the 114 level. Okay. And then at the 114 level, we wanted to try to start taking some risk off the table. So what do? So in this case, the options that we bought at $6.90 are now worth $11.94. So we got a nice open profit of $5,000 in that. And then when we got up to the 114 level, so these are 17 days out, meaning we could hold them, into for 3 more weeks if we wanted to, 3 more trading weeks, give or take. Although the idea with this is that, with an option, you kind of want to catch the big part of the move and then get out of it. But just in case there's a little bit more upside here, it's like, well, at the 114 level, we saw that the potential here to start trading sideways at the 114 level is high. And we don't know if that would last 1 day or 3 days or 4 days. So while we're holding the $17 call, we sold the 114 call that expires this week for $2 with the idea that if we consolidate here for a couple days, then, and this expires worthless, we get to keep that money. And that's kind of an insurance policy against this call. Okay, and then of course if Facebook would take off and go higher, we would limit our gain here. Instead of, for example, if it went to 120, we'd still make some nice money. It would just be capped out because of that 114 call. But anyway, there's a lot of things like this in options. What's nice is that you can, there's a ton of things like that you can do once you get a hold of the basics. So I'm bringing this up because one thing we haven't done for a while, and now we've got a lot of, I guess, kind of newer people with us, is just the idea of how what are the basics of options. Okay, so we are going to do a free webinar Monday, February 8th, Henry and I, from 7 to 8 o'clock Central, and it's called Getting Started with Options, Maximum Leverage Strategies with Minimum Risk. Now, if you are an intermediate to advanced trader, this is not a webinar that you will enjoy. This is if you know absolutely nothing about options. Maybe you've been trading them for only a couple of months. Maybe you've never traded them at all. That's what we're going to be talking about here, okay? We're going to be talking about why options offer far greater profit potential than stocks, okay, with lower risk, how even beginners can use options for income and wealth generation, when to buy options and when it's more lucrative to sell them instead, why you only need to know a few key strategies and you can ignore the rest, and how to easily avoid the common mistakes new option traders make. Okay, so again, if you just finished up our live event here in Austin, you are going to find this quite boring. Okay, again, we're assuming that you're going to know nothing about options, and this is going to be a webinar to get you up to speed on that, okay? You can go to simpleroptions.com/getting started, Or there'll also be a link in this email, and I believe at the end of this video. Okay, so again, Monday, February 8th, 7 to 8 o'clock Central, to get you up to speed on what options trading is all about, and you'll be able to understand more of the strategies that you'll see us doing. All right, hope it helps. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you at the next update.